It's 29 degrees outside. I have no idea what it is in my kitchen, temperature in my kitchen here. It's cold, I'm bundled, but it's cool because I'm making pizza. So I am in the portion of rolling out my dough, as you can see. Now, I have a bread maker. It also makes pizza dough, among other things. So I have the ability to make multiple pizzas with this setting, as in my husband prefers thin crust, mainly for digestion purposes. He can eat regular crust, but not as often, just like he has to very much limit the frequency of his bread consumption due to the CRPS digestive issue symptoms. So too much bread just kind of slows things down in his already inflamed digestive tract. So we have to be very cautious. So to extend his happiness of homemade, made from scratch pizza, I roll it out super thin, and it ultimately makes one very large pizza, which I will show. And then it makes one smaller pizza, which is for my son, who doesn't like all the toppings that everybody else likes. So this is the size of the big pizza, and the second one is about half this pan size. So plenty of pizza to go around. Now, what I like to do is make a nice buttery, garlicky edging. It's not really so much a thick crust. And yes, I'm going to do this with my very large knife that I use for everything because I want to minimize how many dishes I get dirty. So I am simply going to brush this on. Yes, I'm sure there is an easier way to do this. This is plenty easy. And you know what? The beauty of butter, it melts, which means it spreads. So I can do this just kind of slopping it on in a very fast manner. And whenever it's baking, it spreads. I am not about perfection when I cook. This tastes delicious. And if you saw my previous video of my black bean burgers, that is what we are topping with this. I'm making a mess. That's what we're putting on this. So I will combine, essentially, instead of, that's the beauty of batch cooking those burgers, is I am going to, it allows me a lot of diversity, if you will, a lot of variety when it comes to, and then I shake it across. That's just garlic. And I like to throw a little bit of Italian directly on the crust. And then I will put more Italian on the upper layers. This is some sauce from scratch. It's essentially tomato sauce. Now, you can use it the way I flavor it up. It's very Italian. So it works as tomato sauce on pizza. It works as marinara sauce. If sometimes I make breadsticks. If I don't make a second pizza, I'll take that excess dough from creating the thin crust and I will roll it up and essentially make breadsticks like from Olive Garden. And they're delicious. So it's all the same thing, but in different form. And there's just something about changing the form and the shape of food that magically makes it taste different. So I did not do that today, but it leaves variety for the group. Okay, we'll now sprinkle some chopped onions across. Then have a little bit of chopped spring mix. So it's got a variety of different greens with spinach, etc. Got to have that nutrient density and that crunch. Sprinkle those black bean burgers. I've chopped them a bit and I am sprinkling them. So it's basically like a hamburger pizza. And this burger really crisps, gets very crispy. And it almost tastes like bacon. Because I like to char things, make it a little bit burnt. Because it just adds some flavor. And then we will top it all with some mozzarella. I don't know why the accent. It's fun. And my smaller pizza, and repeat. All right, so the vultures got to my finished pizza before I got to it to video the gloriousness of post cooking. So here we are. This is what is left of this entire pan. So I'm gonna get some for myself and the baby before the rest of them take it all. I'll see you in the next recipe.